A lot of movement over the last couple of days, so let's start with the players who have already found new teams. Starting with Jada Williams, 5'8" sophomore guard out of Kansas City. She's transferred out of Arizona. Now she's going to be playing in Iowa State with Audie Crooks and Addie Brown. They'll be a pretty nice team to watch next season. Clara Silva, 6'7" freshman center, formerly of Kentucky, now will be playing with TCU. She's going to replace Sedona Prince. We'll see what she does next season. I'm expecting a big leap forward for her. We have Eden Battle and Katie Davidson, two senior guards. They'll be playing at South Florida next season. Now, Battle averaged 20 points and Davidson 19 points this past season, so it's a lot of points that they'll have in that backcourt next season. We had Kiyomi McMiller post South Florida as one of the 5 teams that she was considering, so I do wonder if this now takes them out of the running. We'll know when she makes her announcement. Texas A&M also gets 2 guards in Caitlin Duhan, one of 9 players to transfer out of Auburn, and Lamaya Hilton, formerly of the Miami Hurricanes. Raven Preston, 5'11" sophomore guard. She leaves Elon, lands at Wake Forest. She averaged 12 points and just under 9 rebounds last season, so a lot to like production-wise. Some of the efficiency leaves a little bit to be desired, so 1,000 shots a day minimum this offseason, but the potential is there. Maya Perry, she transfers out of Florida, will play with Cincinnati next season. She went from 11 points per game her sophomore season to 15.5 last season as a junior, so definitely want to see her take another step as she's on her way up. Faith Blackstone, formerly of Stephen F. Austin, she heads to Rutgers to fill the void left by Kiyomi McMiller. She took a huge leap last season as well in her three-point efficiency. She was a career 26% shooter. Now she's up to 36% this past season, so she was getting her 1,000 shots up for sure in the offseason, and it definitely paid off. She averaged 14.8 points per game, so they get scoring. 6-foot guard, so they get some size at the position, and some leadership as a grad transfer. So great pickup for Rutgers there. We have Yvette Mayberry, 5'7" senior guard. She transfers from Kansas to Arkansas. I mean, that's just Kansas with 2 extra letters, but she only played 6 games last season, had her best season as a sophomore in the 21-22 season where she averaged 14 points and shot 43% from 3. Hasn't found that type of success on the floor as of late, so hopefully a change of scenery can bring a return to form for her. Meanwhile, Arkansas loses a player in 6'4" sophomore forward Vera Ojanua. She'll play with Georgia next season. Then we have Jocelyn Schiller, 5'7" freshman guard. She made a splash last season, averaging 13.7 points. She's transferring from North Dakota to North Dakota State. And yes, she is from North Dakota, in case you're wondering, by way of Grand Forks. Then we have Teresa Seppala, 6-foot junior guard from Finland. I'm hoping I'm saying that last name right. My apologies if not. She's leaving the Siena Saints and heading to Tulsa. She put up 16.7 points last season, shot 39.6% from 3. Her lowest percentage from 3 in all of her 3 seasons was 35.9. So we're talking about a certified sniper there. Look for her on some 2026 mock draft boards for sure, even though that's already a pretty deep class. Now let's get to the transfer portal entries, the new entries from the last couple of days. I'll get through these pretty quickly for you guys. We have Amaya Evans, 6'2" junior forward. She's transferring out of Georgia. Notre Dame, after already losing Olivia Miles and what was a shocker, at least for me, they also lose their top recruit from last season, 6'5" freshman forward Kate Koval from Ukraine. Kate was top 5 in her class. They already lost a lot of depth with their graduating class, so this one hurts. She did play in high school with Michigan freshman Silas Swords as well as Kaylee Heckle, so a reunion with one of her former guards is very possible, especially seeing as how Michigan just lost 6'5" junior center Yulia Grabowskaya to the transfer portal. Now, Notre Dame also lost sophomore guard Emma Reich and 6'4" senior Kylie Watson, so that's a complete rebuild underway for them this season. They have a chance to rebuild around Hannah Hidalgo. The California Golden Bears lose senior forward Marta Suarez and 2 freshman guards, Zyra King and Cameron Mafua. Georgia Tech loses their 7th player so far to the transfer portal. This time it's Kara Dunn. The 5'11" junior guard averaged 15.5 points per game and 5.8 rebounds. Losing her, Tony Morgan, and Danny Carnegie to the portal all at one time, that's a lot of scoring gone out the window, so we'll see how they respond. That's also a lot of opportunities for other players looking to move towards a team like Georgia Tech. We have Last Tier Poa. She's transferring out of LSU. Sydney Love. She's entered the portal out of UTSA. Nia Smith, 5'9" freshman guard. She's leaving UNC Greensboro. We have Michaela Cunningham, 5'10" sophomore guard, transferring out of Lindenwood. She was also a high jumper, so the athleticism there speaks for itself with her. Lynn Swan, No longer with the Arizona Wildcats. They already lost starting guard Jada Williams, as I talked about earlier, so they have some open spots in that backcourt. Brayna Scott, 5'10 junior guard. She transfers out of Oklahoma. Of course, they do have #1 recruit Aaliyah Chavez on the way, so potentially looking to secure some substantial playing time in her senior season. Makes a lot of sense to me there. USC, they lose 3 guards, Avery Howell, Aaliyah Gales, and Kaylee Heckle. That's all I want to say on that one. Illinois State loses Shannon Dowell. She averaged 17.6 points this season, and just 2 days ago, she ended the season with 37 points in the NIT semifinal. So, pretty sure a lot of teams are hitting her line as we speak. Trayana Crisp, she's entered the portal out of North Carolina. Debrisha Poe, she's announced that she'll be leaving Mississippi State. And to finish off the list for today, we have Maddie Weber, 5'11 sophomore guard, formerly of Villanova. These names are coming fast and furious. As I said before, there's over 1,100 names in the transfer portal right now. This transfer portal is getting crazier and crazier every single year. I'll make a separate video talking about some of the effects of the transfer portal, or at least what I feel like will be the effects of the transfer portal. So if you guys want to hear that, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you made it this far. I will be back with more names. Soon we'll get to the point where there's more people landing on teams than leaving teams, and that's always fun. That's a lot more fun than naming the teams that are just being decimated. So we'll get to that point soon, you guys. But for now, I'll go ahead and leave the video off here. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.